primary purpose of clinical incident investigation is to make changes to the way in which we deliver health services to enhance the safety and quality of care. Understanding what went wrong leading up to an adverse event is only part of the puzzle. Fundamentally, it's the recommendations that come out of the investigation that make the most important contribution to patient safety. In this regard, the investigation process aims to effect change in the way in which we deliver care. Both in Australia and overseas, a number of recent research studies have undertaken detailed review of the recommendations found in the reports produced from clinical incident investigations. These reviews have highlighted that the majority of recommendations from incident investigations don't lead to actual changes in the way in which we deliver care. Rather, the common recommendations we see typically focus on short-term and localised actions, such as counselling individual staff members, reminding staff of the correct way of doing things, or additional and remedial training. Often, these actions don't actually target the underlying causes of adverse events and leave behind unchanged the vulnerabilities in our systems of care. A useful way of looking at improving the quality of our recommendations is to think about whether they adopt a systems approach or a person approach. The more effective recommendations that actually change the way in which we deliver care for the better are typically systems changes. This is what we're striving for. Things like education and training, reminders and additional policies are more people-focused at the individual level and are therefore less effective. Within WA Health Policy, we refer to the strength of recommendations, and SIMS will prompt you to classify your proposed recommendations according to this hierarchy. Weaker actions, like reminders or training, are the least desirable of recommendations. Much more desirable are stronger actions that make actual changes to the way in which we do business, through process redesign or changes to equipment or ward layout. Another way of improving the strength of your recommendations from incident investigation is to think about each recommendation in terms of its effectiveness and its sustainability with respect to making meaningful change. The effectiveness of a recommendation relates to the degree to which it addresses the underlying contributing factors of an incident and how much it achieves change. Take, for example, an incident investigation that highlights a medical device where it is easy to select the wrong function. The least effective recommendation would be to write a new procedure for the use of the equipment or to undertake further staff training. This is a weak or ineffective recommendation because it leaves the problem with the equipment unchanged. A more effective recommendation would be to require the device manufacturer to address the design issue and make changes to the equipment to make it inherently safer. Similarly, we can think about the sustainability of a recommendation. How likely is it that the recommendation will result in change that lasts? Training can be forgotten and new people can come into the work environment. However, if we redesign equipment, that change will be there permanently. This matrix from a recent scientific paper provides us with good guidance when we are thinking about the strength of our recommendations. A really strong recommendation that comes out of an incident investigation is high on both the effectiveness dimension and the sustainability dimension. Not all recommendations are equal. A good incident investigation will attempt to find the most effective and sustainable recommendations that result in long-term improvements to the way in which we deliver care.